Good morning and welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in. I have the Dreamweaver's Oracle, again, because I love it. And our card of focus is if you hear a Sasquatch sigh. Okay? Now, the Sasquatch sighs because of a disconnect that we have from the cosmos, from the universe, from the energies, from the divine, from spirit, whatever you want to call it, right? We're disconnected, and we're disconnected because of outer conditions. Conditions in the physical world, conditions in the outer world, okay? And it's caused this detachment in our inner world to source. So, yeah, you might be temporarily blinded to the magic in the world. In this moment, with this card, you're actually being called to wake up and remember that all things and all people are inherently divine. Okay? You might be stuck in thinking only and existing only in this temporary outer world, the outer conditions, but remember that creates rigidity. It creates limitations and restrictions when that's all we're focused on. All right. Now, you might be feeling overwhelmed. Maybe the responsibility on your shoulders is too heavy. And it's true. I mean, life can be really hard. It can be unfair, unreliable. It can be super exhausting at times. Irrational, chaotic. But it's important to remember that those things are not permanent or personal. Okay? They're not permanent or personal. All things change. All things must change. Nothing ever stays the same. Energy is fluid. It ebbs, it flows, it zigs, it zags, you know. So be the conduit that you've always been, right? We are all conduits for miracles, for beauty, for love, for understanding, for compassion. This is your wake-up call. Wake up, reorient yourself, declutter your thoughts, declutter your environment, and be so grateful that these moments are fleeting. Okay, if this is a hard time for you, it's not going to stay. It's going to go. There's an ebb and flow. Okay? It might be time to cultivate a sense of humor, right? Laughter is the best medicine. I think it's really important to remember the humor in all things. Or try. I know there's a lot of heavy things out there right now that probably doesn't really fit, but for ourselves personally, cultivate a sense of humor, right? Because you matter and life loves you so much. It loves you so much. So just look around. The whole world is your oracle. Follow the signs, trust the synchronicities. Okay, it's going to lead you out of the situation that you're currently experiencing. Okay. And don't allow for distractions from that, right? Our external world, we lose that connection because the things around us become so overwhelming, right? So please keep in mind, have a spiritual practice, practice with the energy, however that is for you, and strengthen that because it's important, right? So I have the Witch of the Forest Tarot here, and we're going to dig into this message for you today. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. I'm honored to be able to bring you these messages every day. So, thank you for showing up. All right. Oh, and remember, take it as it resonates. You know the drill. All right. Trust your discernment. This is your time to practice knowing what's for you and what isn't. Okay, so yeah, right out of the gate, we have the Strength card. This is your inner wellspring, right? So well, now this is in the nature of, so dig into that inner wellspring, right? Because you have it. Stay strong, be strong. Now the Strength card represents being able to control those lower vibrational emotions, right? Like overreacting or being reactionary or responding out of fear or hate, right? It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. So it's control, it's courage. I love that. That's the nature. That's the nature. Okay, in your energy, oh my gosh, look at that. Your heart is so open and overflowing. This is the Ace of Cups. It's all about new beginnings, typically new beginnings in relationships and love. It spills over. This is the kind of energy, and this is in your energy when you walk into a room, like it changes, right? It brightens a little bit. People start smiling, like you just exude this. Even if you're having a tough time right now. This is part of that connection, right? Because the aces indicate messages from the divine, from spirit. They mimic the energies that are swirling around you and in you. So you are here. Stay strong. It's going to help you through this. And we have the Knight of Cups as well. Okay, so yeah, there's some emotions with what's going on. The Knight is bringing in a message or a proposal, possibly a quest. I love quests, right? There's a lot of pride. The Knight of Cups has a lot of pride. But so there is a message coming in for you. Keeping in mind that cups are of the emotion. So it's going, well, let's just see. I mean, you have a lot of like lovely emotional stuff going on here in your depths, right? So if you hear a Sasquatch sigh, you know, you've maybe disconnected from that. Maybe this message is trying to get to you, but you've disconnected from the energies because of what's happening in your material world, okay? Do not lose that connection. That connection with Source is really important for you to get through whatever this is. And remember, it's fleeting. It's not going to be this way forever. Under the Strength card, you have the Hermit. Yeah, you might need to go in and just get to the core of it, right? Ask the questions. The Hermit is the seeker of the self. So you may need to go within and get that connection, you know, have a reconnection with the divine. I love that the Hermit is carrying this guiding light in the lantern. So trust yourself, go within, ask your questions, get your answers. You're strong enough to do that. You have the courage to do that. And that's going to help you get reconnected. To be back in faith, trust, honest. I don't know why I said trust and honesty. Honor. Wow, that was for someone. That was definitely not what I was thinking in my head, but that was the word that came out of my mouth. Oh my goodness sakes, look at you. You have the Star coming out as well. So you are definitely, look at the star, the star in the lantern I just talked about. Your guiding light. Yeah, this is about reconnecting with your guiding light. Look at all the water flowing here. This is a card. This is going to be very, very healing for you. This is something that you've wished and dreamed for. It's probably something you're working towards. That could be why maybe you're so focused on the outer world and working through this tough time, right? Get that connection back. Connect back to Source, back to the energies, to the cosmos, to the divine, to the spirit, to whoever that is for you. And that showing up in your energy, I mean, it really does show that you are aware of it and working on that, okay? This is a hard, yeah. it's a hard place to be sometimes when things don't seem like they're working out, right? Because oftentimes we can say, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. You know, the universe isn't supporting me. I don't feel like I have the support, all of those things. But they are. A lot of times you just don't see it, right? Which is why if you hear a Sasquatch sigh, also says pay attention to the signs and synchronicities around you. You will get confirmation. You will get acknowledgement. Okay, you will get acknowledgement. Under that night, we have the king. We have the King of Wands showing up. Now, y'all know how much I love the King of Wands. Fiery and juicy and creative, super independent, super confident, rule breaker, the outlaw, in a good way. Knows that there are many, many ways to get what he wants, right? Creative ways, creative paths. So maybe there's something that you've been working on, and this is why maybe it's hard and exhausting, is maybe there's another way to get where you want to go. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, stand your ground. You're doing the work. Yeah, I mean, of course, with the Ace of Cups and the Star in your energy, you're doing the work. You are. So stand your ground. Don't let anybody shake you, rattle you. Okay? Reconnect. It's going to give you that extra oomph that you need right now. That little extra, okay, I just want one card. It's trying to spit out a million. Wow. And you have Temperance showing up in your energy too, divine timing. So there's an understanding somewhere within you that this has to unfold in a particular way, right? It's precision. It's divine timing. It's a card of patience. Now with this in your energy, you understand all of this, and you are being patient. But things are feeling really heavy and hard on your shoulders right now, okay? There's an understanding that, yes, this is fleeting. This is not going to stay this way. This is just part of the process, part of the path, right? And under that King, we have the Two of Pentacles. So it is about balancing, right? It's about getting your feet back underneath you. Reconnecting, get your feet back underneath you, okay? Maybe this message that's coming in is going to come to you through this King of Wands energy. It's either that or you're going to have to step into that energy of confidence, right? And creativity. I mean, this actually overall is a really beautiful reading. So, you know, if you're struggling and more focused on your outer world, what's going to bring you some relief is focusing on the inner world and reconnecting to that energy, you know, for help. Yeah, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is all karma and destiny, right? That reconnection is gonna help get you over this hump, whatever it is. Your energy is beautiful. Yeah, it's going to be a death and rebirth for you. It's a transformation, right? Maybe you've been going it alone for a while. Maybe you just don't think anyone can help you, or you don't want to ask for help, or there's going to be an understanding here for you when this comes in. There's going to be a huge shift for you. It's going to be a new beginning for you in how you work, how you operate, how you speak. It's everything, right? This is a huge shift. But it's divine timing. You're meant to go through this right now, okay? This feels a little like an evolutionary step in your growth, to me, in this energy. Yeah, get some clarity. Here's the Page of Swords, right? Look at things differently. Gain a different perspective. It's gonna give you a little bit of clarity, or it's gonna, at least it'll be an epiphany of some kind, right? Clearing the clouds away. Yeah, there's a little bit of a truth coming, or a glimpse of a truth coming, or a glimpse of something coming. And I think it has to do with this Knight and this message incoming. All right, anything else? Interesting reading today, you guys. Interesting reading. Oh, that one wanted to kind of pop out. Oh my gosh. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Please pay attention to the signs and synchronicities around you. They're there. It's a path. It's your path through this little bit of a rough spot that you might be in right now, okay? Because you have the Ace of Pentacles coming out. And that's abundance. That's a gift from Spirit. It's there. It's for you. You just need to reconnect. Reconnect to Source. Reconnect to the divine. Reconnect to whatever that higher power is for you. Maybe it's a reconnection with yourself. It's going to help. It's going to help you see what's coming. Know how to position yourself with that Page of Swords. And you have a lot of good abundance coming in. Okay? All right. That is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I'll catch you next time.